Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here for the Confessions of a Paper Addict design team, and I'm using that cut file that you see there of the eggs laying in the grass. I love how this layout ends up turning out. So to back the egg, I simply used just papers from my scrap bin. I thought that would be a good way to use some papers up. This is a very different layout for me because I don't know if I've ever scrapped a page with pastel colors before. I have 3 boys, so it just doesn't come naturally. But I am scrapping a photo of one of my friend's daughters who she just finalized her adoption. And she's 3 now, but this is a photo from when she was a little one. And I babysit her, so I'm making a book for for her adoption party. Anyway, so I've backed all of those eggs in scrap paper, like I said, and I'm going to use this very light colored wood grain. And I think this is from a Maggie Holmes, an older Maggie Holmes collection. No. It's from a fall collection, Cedar Lane. It's from the Cedar Lane collection. And I happened to find a whole pack of this at Tuesday morning, so I bought it because I like to use wood grains and different textured backgrounds for my background pages. So first I layered the photo up with about 4 sheets of tissue paper there. And now I'm going to layer them with a couple of pattern papers. First one is this purple one that's from, well actually both of these are pink paisley papers. I know the purple one is from Joyful Day. I'm not sure about the other one, if that's from Joyful Day or from a different one. But they all go really nicely together, so I used those. And I wanted to use pinks and purples because she's got the pink bunny ears and then the purple bunny that she's sitting next to. So I thought that that would work out really well. I'm going to place the photo just about there, just kind of making this a horizontal design across the bottom, and then I will end up putting a cluster up to the upper left-hand corner for a spot for her mom to add some journaling, maybe her age or the date or something like that, just a small little spot. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, so I was using the Close to My Heart glue pen, and I find that this glue pen will leave some residue. You know when you touch something that's sticky and then it gets dirty? So I waited for my cut file to dry, and then I just went back with my adhesive eraser and erased all of that glue, and it came perfectly clean. So that's a tip for you all. If you're finding that your cut file is looking like dirty, it's because your glue is attracting, everything around. And if you wait for it to dry, then use that adhesive eraser, you can get that off right away. And you can find that adhesive eraser in the art section of your craft stores, so over by the paints and, art pens and all of that. So I'm using these puffy word stickers from the Joyful Day collection, and I'm going to use the word adore because it's the perfect color pink, and I don't know where I would use this on another layout, so that's what I decided. So I'm trying to find something to layer a small cluster around the photo, and I found a chipboard sticker, or not chipboard, cardstock sticker here that had some purple and a little bit of gold that I'm going to end up putting under the photo. And then when I was looking there, I found some strips, and they bring in all of the colors of the collection, and one says Awesome Day, the other one says Precious, and then the purple one says Snapshots. So I decided to put those below the photo to kind of fill in that trapped space. Once I start embellishing, I'm using a lot of puffy stickers on this one. And I did not, I adhered the eggs, the cut file, straight to the paper. And then I did put foam behind the photo. And I'm going to use a flower puffy sticker to just layer there on the left corner of the photo. I'm going to put another flower right there by the 3 strips, and then I'm going to end up putting some puffy flowers kind of around the title. There's a little card that I'm trying to figure out where to place at the top, and I decided I needed something at the top to stop your eye from just going off the page, and I'm going to do a few little strips of paper here. I'm going to tear 2 edges, 2 different patterns of the papers, and then leave this purple one just straight, because it's basically going to be layered underneath everything else. So here I am tearing. So my tip for tearing, some people have a really hard time with tearing. My tip is keep your 2 hands close together. So don't just start tearing. You have to tear in little sections at a time. Otherwise, your tear could be, unless you want a random large tear, but if you're wanting to make it straight, see where I'm tearing really close to where I'm holding the paper. That will help you to tear in a little bit straighter line and have smaller tears than some of the big tears. So that's how I do it anyway. Sometimes I'll take a 12 by 12 and just tear it in half, and that's what I'm looking for. But in this, I wanted to make sure it was straight. So here I'm layering those all together, and then those are going to go at the top of my layout, and I've tried to bring most of the colors in a very subtle way to the very top there. It seems weird working on an Easter picture, but hey, that's what I had to work on, and I'm happy to be doing it. And like I said, this one was super fun for me because it's really girly, and it's not something that I often get to scrap really girly photos. But with doing this project, I'm finding I'm having a lot of fun girling things up a bit. So I decided to cut off a little bit of the bottom of the layout, and I'm going to add a small strip of that purple paper behind where I cut. So I'm just going to add it to the bottom, and then I will line it, or then I'll cut it off at the 12-inch mark on my trimmer. So there's that purple piece. I'm going to cut a chunk of it. I'm going to layer it behind the layout, and then I will cut it to size after that. So I decided to bring in some sequins, and it's actually a brand new sequin mix that's in the shop now for Speiglemom Scraps. It's called Gumdrops, and they have all these pretty little floral sequins in there. And I pulled out some purple, yellow, and pink, and I'm going to add those to my layout, and I love what that gives to the layout. So definitely check out her shop for that. You can use my discount code also in the this would be in the Speiglemom Scrap store for TISA 15 for 15% off. It's TISA 15. And it's for the COPA, the Confessions of a Paper Addict. Definitely make sure you check out Virginia's Facebook page, the COAPA Facebook page. She often gives a lot of free cut files there, and there's so much inspiration that goes up on that page. And I think you will just be amazed at the different things that people do with the cut files. It's so much fun to follow along. And then I'll have a link to that, and then a link to her shop below. She is always adding more designs. In fact, There is a new collection coming up next week that I know I love and y'all are going to love too. So I'm just layering up a banner up there. It says Real Story. That's from the sticker sheet. And then some more puffy stickers as well. And then this is when I'm going to decide there's my sequins. I'm going to start pulling out the sequins. I'm going to show you me adhering some of them, and then I will spare you the torture of watching me glue each one of these down. But I love to use my We Are Memory Keepers Quick Stick. That is my go-to tool for adhering my sequins. And I like to use the Art Glitter Glue. And a couple of my favorite things about this glue is the very fine tip that it has, so you can, you know, just put out very small amounts of glue. The fact that it is not sticky. I used to use the what is it called? Tombow multi-something glue. And it was so sticky that I was making a mess everywhere. So this glitter glue, it gives you a little bit more time to dry than the Scotch Quick Dry, and it's not as sticky as the multi-medium. I just love it. It's clean, it's easy, it dries clear, and I have not had any problem with any sequins or anything falling off using that adhesive. So I'm going to put purple flowers in the center of each of those flowers on that egg. Then I'm going to use some enamel dots, and I'm going to fill in the holes of that egg that's kind of laying on the side. And then I'm going to use some more of those sequins, the flower sequins, to scatter throughout the page. So I put some up at the top, a couple around the title, and then I put one down by those word strips that I have at the bottom. And I am really, really loving how this turned out. I love the background paper. It allows the cut file to really pop off of that page, and it's still really soft. So here are some close-ups. I really hope you enjoyed the process. If you have any questions, leave the questions below. I hope you would like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Have a great day, guys. Bye.